How's it going, guys, and welcome to another Creativerse video. Now, just yesterday we got dropped with the R34 update. So the main element of this update is a crafting kind of revamp, a kind of a major change of the crafting system. And they're saying here on the page that they have revised the crafting system. So they've changed the prerequisite system so that there's different paths for unlocking items. I have not gone through that much because I, already have most things unlocked. So it's kind of, I'd probably have to go into a new world without recipe tracking to really get into that. But they do. One thing I can show you is that the whole system is different. The layout is different. So you'll notice that there's a few slight color and balance changes. There's color scheme changes here and here. This is completely fresh. So we've got categories along here. So we've got all which I'm in now: mine, explore, build, ranch, tinker, and favorites. Even scrolling seems to feel a little bit better. It's a major improvement. And this contains everything, but I can just go into mine, or I can contain only things which are kind of pertinent to mining. So yeah, we've got like all the different kinds of chests, extractors, bombs, and things. Go into explore, and you've got weapons and armor and potions and bombs, and build, and you've got all your building blocks, tinker. You get the idea. The favorite system's quite cool. If you have blocks you want to favorite, you can just click up the little star here. Go in there, it'll be there. So that's quite cool if you're working on a particular build and you just want to have, like, 3 things you can access. And that's really cool. And it's got a search bar, so I can just go block and anything within the category it's active, which fulfills the search query. It doesn't have to be a complete trace. So, for example, if I go TN, I'll get TNT. So that's really nice. And yeah, it's just, I was saying a couple of days ago that we really need a new menu system, because with all the blocks that have been added over time, it's gotten a little bit cumbersome. And I always actually found trouble getting to the machines. I'd always end up going past them, just trying to scroll to them and end up sweeping down or up past them. And also now, it shows the recipes that you haven't unlocked, which is really, really useful. So it says here, I've unlocked 282 out of 339 items that can be crafted in the game. And we've got the grayed out ones here. And it shows you what will unlock it, or whether you need to get it from a recipe, which is really awesome there. As you can see, like, I haven't gotten the bungalow stuff because I've just never bothered. It's not really something that suits my building style, at least so far. Might be interesting to use one day, but so far I can't think of a way to make use of it that would look good. And apart from that, it's just a couple of kind of Lumite stuff, because I haven't bothered to use Lumite in furniture and things like that. But for those of you who are trying to figure out kind of what recipes you're missing and kind of want to go recipe hunting to fill out your set, that's really, really awesome. Especially as I had no idea I was that close to having everything. I had no idea how much stuff I was missing. So that's really cool. There's a few other things going on as well. There's a thing, yeah, I just checked the page, and there's a thing I really want to show, which is amazing. Yeah, there's an awesome thing here. There's an awesome thing here in the crafting menu, where if you want to craft something, you can left-click to do 1. You can also shift. If you hold down shift, you'll see it goes up to 5. So you can do 5 at once, which is cool. But what I really wanted them to do was add that functionality to processing and forges. Because my clicks get... I swear I'm going to kill my mouse one day with all the crafting that I do when I'm laying this stuff out. One day my mouse is just going to die from all of this hyperactive clicking here. So it's great that you're getting that, you've added that in crafting. That's wonderful, but I'd really, really like it if it could be done for the processing as well. They've added some bug fixes as well. They've they've changed a few things to how the thing paths, apparently. I honestly had not messed around with things much yet, because I'm mainly a builder. For machine users out there, bags now properly affect pressure plates, which is kind of cool. The main thing is they have apparently fixed some of the bugs with missing chunks in worlds, which some people had been experiencing. Fixed the issues with liquid simulation destroying terrain, which is huge for some people that have been getting large areas of their world destroyed by water glitches. So that's wonderful, and I hope that the people who have been suffering from that no longer do. I haven't actually been suffering from myself, but I'm really hoping that helps people. Also, apparently, there's been some other small stuff like spawning system stuff, and they say they've made teleporting quicker. I have noticed a slight improvement, not a huge one, but maybe for some people out there that will be a huge improvement, because I know some people talk about teleporting taking quite a long time for them. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the update. Mainly just the much needed UI changes in the crafting and kind of inventory windows, and a load of pretty important bug fixes. So yeah, no new content, but a lot of very, very... a chest. A lot of very necessary stuff. So, good update, I say. Very, very good. And this is the kind of update that... This is the kind of update it's difficult for a developer to do, because it's an update a lot of people won't praise, because it's not, there's no new blocks, there's no new stuff to play with, but it's really important to get the game working well. So I really definitely champion this kind of thing being done, because the earlier the bugs get fixed, the less stuff they affect. And the easier they are to fix as well, because the more systems depending on other buggy systems, the harder it is to patch things back together. And Minecraft, I think, particularly suffered from that. Okay, so we're not just going to be talking about the update today. I've got some other stuff to do. And I was thinking that I'd take a break from the town, come up here, and I always thought that this little spot up here would be a really nice one for a windmill. And I thought, well, it's a fairly small build, and I can probably just run ahead and get it done in one video. Not sure if I will be able to. We'll see. But first I've got to tear down some blocks here. Hopefully, I can do it relatively quickly. I'm recording kind of late in the evening right now. It's the day before my birthday, and tomorrow we're going to be doing the live stream again. I'll remind you guys, I'll be starting the stream at 7 PM, planning on, at least at the beginning, playing some Creativerse, and probably doing some stuff around the town and other things. But we'll see how it goes, and I might move on to other games. Particularly my girlfriend is going to be coming back a little while after I begin the stream, I think, because she's working, and we might try to do some stuff together, perhaps on stream, so I'm not sure. But at least to start with, some Creativerse. Now, what I'm thinking here is not a perfect sphere, but a kind of a semi-spheroid square, maybe, like a slightly squared off, sorry, not sphere, circle, a slightly squared off circle. And I'm thinking of using a mixture of the stone floor blocks, because they seem to be my cobblestone. They're just a very good basic block. And the limestone wall, for which I'm going to have to go and grab a load of limestone. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is go and grab some resources, start laying out some foundations, come up with an idea that I'm liking, and I'll be right back to you. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, so this is our basic footprint. I've gone around on all the basic stone. I thought to make the kind of bottom a little bit more interesting, I'd do these little kind of arches, I guess, around the base. I'm going to make this arch a little bit taller, because I'm thinking this is going to be where our door is. And in between this stone, I'm going to use the limestone wall. So we'll go around like this. And what I'm hoping is that it doesn't look too stony. So I'm hoping that the overall effect is that it has a lot of white going on. I'm okay if it doesn't. It's just That's the idea in my head. And always, as always, it's very difficult to tell if it will come out quite the way you want. Okay. So that could work. We might need a few details here and there, but no, that can work. That can work. Yeah, this is a block combination I haven't worked much with, so it'll be interesting. I usually combined this with the other limestone blocks. So, but I'm trying to break out of the block combinations I've been sticking with so far, and I'm trying to make myself try new combinations a little bit, because it's the best way to stop yourself from becoming stagnant as a builder, is force yourself to try the things which aren't the first combinations that appear to you. Okay, cool. So now I've got this. This is our basic kind of idea. I'm thinking at that height, I'm going to have it go in a block and go up again. And I'm going to have the door in here. And around here, I'm going to have the kind of propellers, as it were, at maybe 5 blocks higher than kind of the top right now. So it's not going to be like a huge build. Yeah, the whole idea of this is just a small little quaint build, and it's something like I don't know how to say this, but sometimes when you're going around the world, you see something. There's a little land formation. You go, there's gonna be a thing there, and you know exactly what you want to do there. And this is one of those places. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna build a little bit more, add a few more details around here because it's looking a little bit sparse, and then I'll be back to you. See you in a second. Okay, so I decided that these walls were looking a little bit plain, so I added these slabs, and I'm feeling quite happy with the result now. It just gives it a little bit more three-dimensionality, and I built up, this time in wood, and I am sorry, I am getting a phone call. Sorry about that, guys. My girlfriend had just gotten out of work and was giving me a call. So, I built up in wood and stone, this time, sorry, wood and the kind of limestone, and again ran into the kind of problem of it feeling a little bit flat, and this time, oh, okay, there's a way I can get onto this pillar. I was doing it before. I give up, I'm just going to pillar up. I was managing to make the jump before, but for some reason can't now. Okay. So this is too flat, and I can't easily add stuff to the logs because it will look weird, I think. So what I'm going to do is recess the limestone in one and see how that looks. Hopefully that doesn't look too weird. And so if we build this up, hopefully it won't look too strange. One of the interesting things about this is I have no idea how to do the roof on a windmill. For some reason, when I try to think of a roof on a windmill, it seems to just glitch and goes, what? How do roofs on windmills work? And I can't imagine how that would be. Okay, so let's get a look at that. Okay, cool. And the thing about that is we can add stuff to that, and that is looking a bit better. Okay, cool. So, what I'm going to do is do that around both sides. Add a ceiling, because we're actually kind of almost at the roof height now. And then we can start working on the propeller and see how that will come out. Okay, so gotten the roof completed and added some details to the walls here, but I'm not quite sure if they work, and I am going to ask you guys, what do you think? Do you think these slabs here work to break up the white and make it look detailed, or does it kind of look weird and goofy? Because I'm kind of torn. I don't think it looks bad, but I'm just not quite sure if it feels right or not. But I'm going to leave it there for now, because I think it's at least got a good enough chance of working that it doesn't really need to be changed immediately. And I thought it'd be fun to ask you guys because, you know, I feel I should ask that kind of stuff more because I think it's fun. You know, get some feedback more. I think it's fun, and you know, I haven't done that much in the last couple of videos. So yeah, what I want to know is whether you think these slabs on the walls here look good, and if not, what you think I should do instead. Okay, so we're actually almost done here. I'm going to pillar up a little bit so you can see the roof. Dun, 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 dun. We only have the propeller left to do, which I thought would be fun if I did mostly on camera if it's possible. So yeah, I went with a compressed version of the roofs down there. Here. Just a very, very compressed version. The idea being, this is, after all... Oh, no! Okay, I'll be back in a second. And I'm back. I swear, sometimes slabs just don't let you jump off them, and that, along with building at heights, has probably been the most common thing to kill me. Okay, so what we're going to do now is work on the... I'm not sure what you call them, fans or propellers or arms of the windmill. So we've got an iron kind of rebar here, which is going to be kind of the anchoring point. And the idea is I'm going to be going up, but slightly off-centered. So for this, for 2 blocks, we're going to be using just the... Oh, it won't let me place properly. Okay, so let's get over here. Oh, it's not... It's being antagonistic. Okay, so let's just place that there and get back up. So for 2 blocks, we're going to go like this. But then we're going to go over for another 2 blocks. And I'm going to cheat and use this as something to stand on. And so you get the idea. We're going to be going up kind of like this. And let's get a bird's eye view. This is actually really handy when I'm building high stuff. Just to get another perspective. It is so handy looking out at stuff like that. And that is actually one of my favorite uses for the glider now, is just going, oh hey, I want to just fly out and have a look without having to like go down and run away and then come back and pillar up again. It's just so much easier. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe 7 blocks long. So we're 4 now. And or maybe just 6, because that'll give us a nice even 3 points of dispersal. So yeah, maybe just like this. And then we have to go underneath and do the same, and then like tending upwards here and tending downwards there. So the general idea is will be like that. Let me. Okay, it's not gonna let me. So what I'm gonna do is probably head away and work on it, because this kind of stuff, it's fiddly. I know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do, but it's really fiddly, and I just know that I'm gonna fall loads, and it's gonna take ages of falling, and that's probably gonna be pretty frustrating to watch. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna head away, get that done, and then we'll be back and we'll have a look at it, and I'll decide if we're done, and maybe we'll be actually done with this build. It's actually been really smooth and quick to come together. And yeah, so I'm going to head away and get this little bit done, and I'll see you in a moment. And here we go. So yeah, the propeller is done, and as you can see, I went with a kind of offset pattern, going over 1 block every 2 blocks, just to give it a little bit of a sense of motion. Gonna see if I can find a... yes, you will do. Good place to land, yeah. And it really worked. I feel like it does have a good sense of motion now. And yeah, I'm feeling really happy about it. Especially as a build that I went into with no planning. Pretty much just went ahead and did it. It came together really smoothly. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. Let me know what you think of the actual arms of the windmill, whether you think I did them well, because I'm like that's you know, I feel like it looks good, but maybe I've got a slight bit more doubt than with other parts of the build. So let me know what you think there. And yeah, one thing I really want to do is I want to get a view from down on the wall here. So if we're wandering along the wall. Perhaps we're working in the morning watch. Oh, yeah, that's good. So yeah, you can just see it over the trees. That's awesome. So yeah, that's what I want to do eventually, is kind of have more little builds in the areas between my major projects. Just because you can see that off in distance, and yeah, you'll be able to see other things going on. There is a build in the background there, which is a friend of mine's build, which I will be showing off once it is more complete. So yeah, have no fear about that. But yeah, and we can see the town from up here. Awesome. So yeah, here is my windmill build. Very kind of quick, not too complicated, not too elaborate, very kind of simple design. But I feel fairly good about it. Let me know what you think, of course, guys. And I think we are now pretty much at the end. I'd say we are done for the day. It's after midnight now, and I'm getting up at 8 in the morning to head off on a day trip for my birthday. So I should probably be getting to bed. But yeah, yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Do recall that I will be doing a live stream on the Friday at 7 PM GMT. That's 3 PM EST for you people on the East Coast. So do come along there if you want to hang out for a bit. I'm going to be doing a bit of Creativerse for a start, and who knows what else later on. Anyway, guys, I am going to head off now and get some sleep. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Do leave a comment if you would like to chat or you've got any feedback to give, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys!